Hello YouTube, my name is Sam, and this episode of Sam's Vlog is going to tackle a phrase that is many times uttered by the members of the pro-life movement. And to give a good example of this, I'm going to recount a conversation I had one time with one of my pro-life friends. And I was telling him the story of that 16-year-old Nebraska girl who threw her newborn baby out the window and a possible reason why she did it. And my friend, upon hearing the reason I gave for her possibly doing it, his answer was, well, you know, Sam, if she knew her mother was going to refuse to allow an abortion, she might have, thought twice about actually having sex. And then he followed it up with the phrase, Sam, you gotta understand that pregnancy, and thus a baby, is the biggest risk to sex, even if you use protection. So therefore, if you do not want that risk, do not have sex. And I simmered on that for a little bit, and one day I came back at him and said, when two people are in a healthy relationship, they have sex. Because, to be frankly honest with you, without sex, you're just a roommate. And he had to backpedal and actually said, I agree, but all I'm saying is that if you're not emotionally ready to take on that risk, you might want to think twice about actually, having sex. And see, I have a problem with that because when you do anything that is not required to, live, there's going to be a risk associated with it. And the best example I could use, being a car enthusiast, is driving. I am not in a position where I can actually afford to get into a car accident. But guess what? I still drive. And if any of you idiots respond by saying you could always take the bus or take an Uber, no. I live a very close distance away from my job, and what would normally take 9 minutes via car would probably take 30 minutes to an hour via bus. And an Uber? Yeah, like I'm going to get into a car who, thanks to Uber's lax background checks, might just be an axe murderer. No thanks, I think I'll take the risk and I'll continue to drive. But it's not just driving, okay? When people skydive, there's a risk that the parachute that they use is going to fail and they're going to go splat on the ground. But guess what? People still skydive. I wouldn't do it because why jump out of a perfectly good plane, but I digress. When people eat sushi, there's a risk that they're going to get mercury poisoning and cause severe health issues. But guess what? People still eat sushi. Hell, when you take a shower, you run the risk of slipping, falling unconscious, and dying in what's known as a shallow death. But guess what? People still shower. The whole point of the matter is that if you are going to not want to take the risk associated with doing something, you're never going to do anything. Hell, you're never going to leave your house. Okay? And I got news for these pro-life people as well. Stop insulting the women only, because for some reason, a lot of times when pro-life people say this shit, it's always directed at the women. Keep your legs closed. And other shit. They never seem to want to insult the men though, if you notice. They never say things like keep it in your pants. No, can't have that. But anyway, look, I'm just going to say this right now, okay? When people are in a relationship, they have sex, okay? Who are you to tell a man, or woman for that matter, that they should not have sex with their significant other, okay? It's just not gonna fly, okay? And I got news for you. When it comes to the risk of pregnancy, that's what they make condoms for. That's what they make spermicide for. That's what they make the birth control pill. Failing that, there's always the morning after pill. Failing that, there's always abortion. But anyway, that concludes this episode of Sam's Vlog, and I hope to hear from you soon. If you want, leave a comment in the boxes below, and I shall see you around. Have a good day. Bye.